Did you know 90% of car owners don't know how to change the tire of their cars? In this video, we are going to show you a step-by-step process of how to change the tire of your car in case you get a puncture or any other major issue. Step number one, open the boot, and every car gets this reflective triangle. For the purpose of the shoot, we have kept this open, but bring this out, adjust the stand here, and place it at the back of your car. Once you've taken the triangle out and you have kept it at a safe distance, you come back to the boot and you get a flat panel over here. Now usually the tire is under this panel. Now as I open the panel, you can see the tire there, and you also see a kit which has the jack and the other stuff that helps you unlock your tire. After that, you'll see this kind of a lock here on the tire which you need to unlock to release the tire from its groove. Now this is basically kept so that the tire doesn't bounce around when you're driving. Now once the hook is removed, you can physically pull the tire out like this. Now once the tire is out, you obviously need your toolkit to get the tire replaced. Now once you come towards the side of the tire, and this is the tire that we are going to change, the first and foremost thing that you need to do is check whether you have a flat surface at the bottom. So make sure that the surface under the car, just behind the tire, is completely flat so that the car gets enough space to balance. Now once that happens, you'll find the standard spanner inside the car which can be used. You can also open this, and that's where the jack of the car is available. So this is how the jack looks, and this is the groove to unlock or release the jack. Now once your car is completely stable and your jack is out of the car, you need to place this under the car. Now this one is a little higher, so you need to reduce the size, and you can do this by a simple push or turn of the jack. As you can see, it's compressing and it goes all the way to the bottom. Now once you reach this, you'll see a small groove here in the jack which fits exactly under the car. So I'm going to go ahead and place it there, and I'm going to check whether it's sticking out perfectly to balance the car. Again, remember, it's very important that the surface below it is completely flat so that the jack gets complete balance while you're putting the load of the car on the jack. Now you will also get this hook kind of a spanner inside which needs to go into these two holes here so that it takes complete control of the jack. Now I'm going to do this from the upside down position, and you can then go ahead and fix this over here. Now what this does is it allows you to then raise the car. So now that you know that it's completely fixed, your jack is ready to be used. So once the jack is securely fixed, you can now go ahead and start unbolting the bolts of the tire. Now what you need to do over here is you need to unbolt the opposite bolts first before doing it in a sequential order. So what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to unbolt this one and this one. Now this will take a little bit of an effort because it's securely tight, but as you see, a little bit of push and it opens up. In some cases, if the bolt is not coming off with your hand, you can actually hit it with your leg, and that helps release the bolt. Now what you have done over here is actually not completely unbolted these bolts because you need to have balance on the other ones as well. What you need to do is once you unbolt these two bolts, you need to then raise the car so that you can unbolt the remaining ones. And now you raise the car further. Do this to a point where you can see the tire being raised above the ground so that it comes off easily once all the bolts are taken off. Another important thing that you can look at is if the bolts are not coming off, you can go ahead and purchase some WD-40 spray and spray it on the bolts so that they come off more easily in case it's an older car or it's a car that you haven't really changed tires for from a very long time. So as you can see, these bolts are still loose. Now I'll go ahead and unbolt the other ones. So like I told you, this one was very tightly put together, so I had to use my legs to remove it, but there it goes. Again, I'm not going to unscrew it completely. I'm going to leave it on so that I can take off the fourth bolt correctly. Again, this one is tightly fit, so I'm going to place the jack here and I'm going to use my legs. There you go. It comes off immediately. Then put a little bit of energy and There you go. Now for the last process, you don't need the spanner anymore. You can actually hold the tire there and you can start unbolting this. They come off quite easily. So that's bolt number 1, bolt number 2, bolt number 3. And now this one's become a little tight because all the weight of the tire is going on this bolt. So you again release it with the spanner and it starts coming off. There you go. It's completely off. Now hold the tire from the grooves given here. Now the reason why the tire is not coming off is because my jack is still not completely up. So you again put the jack here. Oh, there you go. The tire has come off. So you can see this. Remove the tire, place it at the side. And now comes the tough part. So the tire that we have taken off from the back is something that we need to roll here and fit. So now the tire that we have taken off from the back, you don't need to pick it up. You can actually roll it through like this. Now place the tire over here safely. Make sure it doesn't fall on the car because remember the car's whole weight is on the jack right now. Take the bolts and keep them safely aside. And now you need to do the most important part, which is pick up the tire and put it on these grooves. So let's give it a shot. Now I have put the car tire back in the grooves, and now what I'll do is I'll again go ahead and bolt them, but I'll do it softly. So I'll just place the bolts here and I'll tighten them a little bit with my hands because the last step is going to be where you use the spanner again. Now that the bolts are tightly fastened, we will go ahead and release the jack because the jack's work is done. Now what we'll do is we'll turn this in the reverse way. So it starts lowering. You can see the car is now going lower. You'll see the jack is now completely off and it can be removed from under the car. Now the fact that the car is still standing means that the tire is securely bolted. What you need to do is make sure that this is compressed completely. So I'm going to go back and do that. And it's pretty simple. You can actually do it with your hands. The reason you need to do this is so that it goes back in this kit and it's securely placed under the tire so that it doesn't bounce around when you start driving again. There you go. That's how small it can get. Just place it back here. Now you don't need this hook spanner anymore, so you keep it back. But remember one thing, you will need this because we still need to tighten those bolts a little more. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the spanner here and I'm going to start tightening them. Yeah. So I'm also going to do one more round of tightening with my legs so that I know they are completely tight and ready to go. So right now they're pretty stiffly and very nicely fit, but I'm going to do it again. So I'm going to, remember you have to go anti-clockwise. So now I'm going to use my legs just to make sure that they're completely fit. Put the spanner there and press it down again. Now you put this here and make sure that you're using your legs so that you give it one final push. And remember you have to push clockwise. There, you'll see that it's not moving anymore, which means the bolts are completely on. There you go again. And finally, the last bolt is also done. So after this, you need to take your spare tire and put it back in the boot, securely tighten it back like the hook was given in the start, and your tire is ready and you can drive away. But some things that you need to note is keep yourself hydrated. You can see me, I'm completely melting now because of the whole process of doing this. And most importantly, take care of your tires, keep them inflated as per the standard shared by the company, and make sure that you have your toolkit and your spare tire rightly inflated at the back just in case some of this issue comes up. And finally, the spanner goes back in the kit. You secure that, come back here, place this, keep it compactly back there. Remember, you've also kept the reflective triangle here, so you need to bring that back as well. Pick it up, fold it back. That's how it becomes small. You get a pouch here, which you can just slide it into. There you go, secure the pouch. One last touch though. I still need to put this N-line badging back. So come back here, place it here, and there you go. So that's how you change the tire of your car. It is a very, very physically demanding process, but you definitely need to know how to do this. And the best thing is precaution. So make sure that your tires are rightly inflated. You take care of them regularly, keep them checked for air pressure so that you don't get into such a situation. But if you do, then these are the steps that you can use to change the tire of your car. If you like this content, please like, share, subscribe, and please let us know if you need to cover any such topics about your car or bike. We'll be happy to do it. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one.
Or through all that hassle, you can just call a guy. Use your nearest garage app, call the guy, get your tire changed, chill in the car.